Thank you for the first redeem, Izuku. Yay. Sorry, laundry Sunday today. I, you know, my laundry is almost every other day. Okay, wait. Alright. Sorry. I was talking to someone. Talking to my boyfriend. Alright, so today is the last day of the Buwan Ng Wika celebration. So for those of you who are just joining in, starting in, you know, like, what the fuck is Buwan Ng Wika? Buwan Ng Wika Lingua Narrative Celebration 2026 is an online festival held from August 11 to August 16, 2026, hosted by SEAGamethetic. This event celebrates regional languages and cultures through narrative driven video games and local lingua francas. Franchas? I still don't know how to pronounce that. Buwan ng Wika began in 1946. It is also known as Linggo ng Wika. This was a week-long celebration to honor the country's national languages, Filipino, and diverse indigenous dialects that comes with it. In my school, we would have a week-long celebration by having booths dedicated to Philippine cuisine, art contests, poetry readings, and popular Filipino children's games. All while wearing Filipiniana, Barong Tagalog, Bahag, and other Filipino traditional wear. I usually wear like a Filipiniana because I thought it was the easiest to wear because I have a lot of skirts with like floral patterns in them when I was younger. I also had I would just like put on like a white sando, and then just the one of the Filipiniana things on top. Any hoodles. Let's go with the Filipino translation for our Pinoy watchers. But I feel like everybody's in Oshikon right now. So, Buwan ng Wika Legal Narrative Celebration 2026 ay isang online festival na ginaganap mula Agosto 11 hanggang Agosto 16, 2026. Inorganize ito ng SEAGamethetic bilang pagdiriwang sa iba't ibang wika regional at kultural sa pamamagitan ng mga narrative-driven video games at mga local lingua franca o wikang karaniwang ginagamit sa pakikipag-ugnayan ng mga tao sa isang lugar. Nagsimula ang Buwan ng Wika o Linggo ng Wika noong 1946. Isa itong isang linggong pagdiriwang ng paglalayong parangalan ng pambansang wika ng Pilipinas. Ang Filipino, kasama ng iba't ibang katutubong wika at dialekto na bahagi mayayamang kultura sa pagkakakilanan ng bansa. Sa school ko dati, nagkaroon kami ng isang linggong pagdiriwa sa Buwan ng Wika. May mga booth na kala ng pagkain Pilipino, mga pagligsahan sa sining, pagbasa ng tula, at paglalaro ng mga sikat na larong pambata sa Pilipinas katulad ng Patintero, Piko, Langit Lupa, ganon. Habang ginagawa namin to, lahat kami ay nakasuot ng Filipiniana, Barong Tagalog, Bahag, at iba't ibang tradisyonal na kusotang Pilipino. Yippee! So this is the last day and we are playing our bad ending. Because we are ending the stream. Not right now, but you know what I mean. Like we're ending on our bad ending. Yes. So our bad ending was developed by Fever Fiction. Our bad ending is about Syria, I'm not sure, and Humin, who once made a wish to a banana tree spirit where they would be best friends forever. Cute! Except Syria wished for Humin to be hers. Less cute, more why don't you just tell her how you feel? Any hoodles. Turns out the demon that they wished to didn't really grant wishes. We're going to embark on this journey together. So this is, just for a fair warning, this is rated 17 plus, which might show violence and gore, partial nudity, suggestive themes, depictions of abuse, and homophobia. So if you are not into those things, then maybe check out of the stream or, check out of the VOD that you are watching right now. Filipino translation. Our Bad Ending ay isang game na ginawa ni Fever Fiction. Ang Our Bad Ending ay tungkol kay Nasira and Humin, dalawang mga mag-best friend na humihiling sa espiritu ng puno ng saging na sana ay maging magkaibigan sila habang buhay. Cute pa rin. Pero may ibang healing si Syria. Gusto niya mapasa kanya si Humin. Medyo problematic, but okay. Ang problema, lumalabas ang demonyo ay pinaghilingan nila ay hindi talaga nagbibigay. Ang game na ito ay 17 plus, kaya maaaring may mga karahasan at gore, bayan ng kahubaran, mga pahiwatig o temang sexual, pang-abuso, homophobia o diskriminasyon laban sa LGBTQ+. So pag hindi para sa iyo yun, wag muna kayo manood. Yeah. Yippee! We'll talk more about the developer at the end of the stream, okay? But yeah, this is our bad ending. Yippee! Anyways. Game contains violence, gore. I just said that. We have warnings. The night was sweltering, warm, with a heavy humidity that sank into my clothes. I feared that reaching to put on our shoes would wake someone, so we snuck out of the camp barefooted. But I barely noticed the earth cake between my toes. Instead, I was focused on her hand, warm, where it was wrapped around my own. I let her lead me along the forest at the edge of the campsite. Humin. Sira, do you have the strength? I blinked and felt around in my pocket for the spool red thread. I had taken it from my home economics kit before we left for the trip, along with a small pair of scissors. Yeah? We had first discovered the ritual on a blog. There had been many, ranging from confusing to downright morbid, but when we landed on this one, it felt safe enough to try. After all, we just had to. I tied the red string to a bamboo tree, connected the same string to our pinkies, and make our wish. Remember, we have to make the same wish or it won't come true. Yeah, I know. Best friends forever. I nodded to show her that I had understood. Humin returned a smile, gentle and sincere. Even in the dark, where I could barely make out her features, the gestures made my chest tight. Okay, so we're Sira. Then we both lower our heads and clasp our hands together. Make the wish in your heart, the blog had instructed. My heart thundered in my chest. Human wished for us to stay best friends forever. And I wished for her to be mine. Whatever demon or spirit that was supposed to grant our wish never did. More than a decade later, Human and I are neither together nor best friends. At least, best friends probably see each other more in person than on Instagram. Instead, she's been seeing this guy for 5 years. Their smile face pressed together, along with the caption teases me, anniversary chalet with the bay. I can already see how it's all going from here. Soon they'll get engaged, then they'll apply for a BTO flat, get married, and move out together. It's the ever popular Singaporean dream of building a nuclear family. Human had always wanted her own place, so I should be happy for her, but bitterness churned in my stomach. What's happening? Okay, there we go. It was blinking. I thought the scary thing was gonna happen. How dare. Her boyfriend smiles, taunts me, reminding me out of what I can and what I can't have with her in this stupid heteronormative country. I close the app. Years ago, despite everything, I thought we had a chance. I thought that if light just meandered and turned in the right way, if we were stubborn enough and lived on our own rules, we could have had our happy ending. Now I don't know anymore. I think of that ritual. If it had worked, would it have saved our doomed me? A tired sigh consumed me, and I closed my eyes. It's too much for tonight. I don't want to spiral into this again. I am indoors, but there is sand beneath my feet. Must have followed me from the beach. Stubborn. Even as I walked for the wilder, creepy sounds, I'm trying to read, clinging to my soles to finally make it into my home. Don't make those sounds. It sounds like bugs in my ear. Ugh. Okay, but this is not my home. I'm in someone else's house. There's a stench in the air. The smell of a mess why? That had been cleaned up of something left out to rot. Something resembling. It was a dream. As I shake off the grogginess, I realize my phone is ringing. Is it the little bugs in my ears that did prepared me for the creepy thing about to face me? Must be the middle of the night. I frown. Call these late are never good. It's human. Why would you call me? Despite the oddity of the call, my heart swells with fondness at the thought of her on the other side. Without sparing another moment, I accept the call. Sarah? Sarah, are you there? She sounds frantic, her voice breathless and pitched. I'm here, human. I'm here. What's wrong? Oh my god, Sarah, the line cracks, movements muffling the receiver as I strain to hear her. I realize in horror that human is crying. Calm down, tell me what happened. David and I had a fight and I pushed him by accident and then he just can you come to the chalet, please? I don't know what to do. That's it, you lost the button privileges, so you now have to use the keyboard. I don't I don't think I can. Can I? I'll go now. Oh, okay. I can use the space bar.
Wee wee wee. Oh yeah yeah.
I'll text you. You'll help me, right? Of course, we're best friends. I don't know why I said that. We haven't acknowledged that in years. Thanks, Sarah. After the call ends, I stare at the screen, letting it sink in. Something had happened between Human and her boyfriend. Something bad. Some, but she said she had pushed him. A dark, malicious thought began to take root in my head. Are things finally turning in my favor? Why would you think that now? This is such a very like unhealthy way of thinking. Oh, she pushed her boyfriend. Guess we can be together now. Boyfriend might be dead. Sorry. Did the demon coil in the trunk of the banana tree hear my wish after all? My phone ping startles me out of my thoughts. A few texts had come in from Human. The first one is a badly typed address, followed by another text that corrects a few typos, while also making new ones. Finally, a third one comes in, everything laid out corrected. This one, she says. Sorry. I fire a quick text back to acknowledge it, then move to getting changed to leave the house. At this hour, the buses and trains have long stopped running. A cab is too expensive. I grab my bicycle instead. I know the chalet is about 20 minutes away by bike. It's an old establishment on the East Coast Park, popular for barbecues near the beach. I've been there many years ago as part of our secondary school class gathering. It was supposed to be, excuse me, I burped. It's supposed to be a fun sleepover with everyone, which in theory was exciting, but became a huge mess in the execution. Eventually, Humans snuck over to my house and slept over there instead. I hated that class trip, but our own sleepover felt special. That was when I stopped my thoughts there. I, s- I have arrived at Human's chalet. It's dark, but I can make out the villa number beside the door. It's one of the last few villas at the edge of the property, closer to the forest and the beach. I leave my bicycle by the side of the road and walk up to the door. I knock 3 times. Human? It's me, Sarah. Why? That's a lot of blood. The door unlocks and Human peers out. I'm taken aback by the blood soaked in her clothes. Human? Sarah. She reached out for my arms, grabbing on tightly. Her nails dig into my flesh as she trembles violently. I can trust you, right? Promise you won't call the police. Promise me, please. The words tumble out of her. A desperate and incoherent plea. My mind is wearing. Are you hurt? Huh? I reach out with my other hand, pushing back her unkempt hair, to look at her face properly. It seems like there's blood everywhere, even splattered on her face. It makes me sick thinking any of it could be hers. The blood. Did you get hurt? Human finally realizes what I'm asking about. She peers down at her shirt, seeming to take in her own appearance with fresh shock. It's not mine. Okay. A breath of sigh of relief. Alright, it's not your blood, it's fine. But Sarah, I said something bad. Please don't call the police yet, okay? I didn't mean it. I really didn't mean it. You'll help me, right? Her tear-stained face tugs at my heart. Whatever conscience I had crumbled easily in the sway of her plea. I have a slow sinking realization, like an anchor doomed from the ocean floor, that I was ready to do whatever she asked me. Of course I'll help you. A small relief blooms on her face, but quickly disappears as she leads me into the villa. Oh no! He's here. Human pushed the doorway leading to the living area. It's the scene from my dreams, but the crystal clear and real. The room is in disarray, furniture's upturned and thrown from its original place, the remnant of a fight. David had collapsed head first into the glass table. Shards exploded and littered over the floor, and blood pooling under his body. Did human did this? Besides me, a loud gasp escaped her. Oh my god! Oh my god! Sarah, did I kill him? I hold my breath, heart hammering in my chest as I approach the man. Glass crunches under my shoes, and blood stick to the soles. This close, the blood stuck in his hair and skin, dark and viscous. Something violent, utterly wrong. I knew the answer before I pressed two fingers to his neck that there would be no pulse. He's dead. Human scream, his chest heaving like an animalistic reaction. I whirl around, pushing her hair back to look at her face. She looked pathetic, pale and trembling she all but fell apart. Look at me. I promise that'll help you, right? She nods slowly. So I'll help you. Let's bury him, then clean up. Okay. Just no reaction. I like the fact that I'm getting my girlfriend back is all in her head. I tug on Human's arm, helping her up to her feet. She pointedly avoided looking at David again, rifling through a few drawers before pulling out a large black trash bag. I let her handle his feet while I dealt with the bloodied head. Together we wrapped the body in layers and layers of black plastic until we could see neither his skin nor the clothes on his back. We dragged the body out. Chalet sits on the edge of the property, facing out into the forest. Grass had overgrown in neglect, long and spindly at our feet. Let's bury him here. I dug my hands into the earth, prying grass and soil away. It looks arduous work, toiling away with nothing but our bare bodies. Maybe we should have scarred for tools in the house, something to use as a shovel, but as I peered over at Human, the bare motion seems to feel like a repentance. I don't speak a word to her, I just keep digging, nails growing black with dirt and skin turned bloody. We paid together. When at last a large enough hole appeared, we pushed the body in and covered it up. The room also needs to clean up. Human gathered the broom to sweep up the glass shards that had flowed to every corner of the room. Upon impact, I scrubbed the blood off the tiles, turning an old rag pink. I think we're done. Human stares at me, wordlessly, eyes blinking in a daze. I realize her blood is still soaked with blood, the substance caking into her, along with the dirt from the backyard. Her face is blotchy, with dried tears, sweat pooling at her neck. You should take a shower. Human reaches out, fingers closed around my jacket. You too. I wasn't sure what she meant or what was going to happen. I wasn't sure up until we were shuffling into the bathroom together, shedding our clothes and stepping into the shower stall, where the hot water poured down both our backs. You can go first. The phrase lingers at the tip of my tongue, always on the verge of being voiced before I swallow it down. Something about the way Human had closed her fist over the lapel of my jacket, tugged on my arm to lead me into the bathroom. The way she loosened her hair and pulled my ponytail apart, I couldn't say it. Instead, I grasped at the straws presented to me, fingers threading through her fine black hair. I'll help you wash your hair. Okay. As the soap ran down her back, I noticed purplish bruises blooming on her back. They were stark against her fair skin, big patches that seemed deliberate rather than accidental. Though as Human shivered, I wondered if she would want to talk about it at all. Ask her about the bruises. Talk about a memory. I'm curious about the bruises. So we're gonna go with the bruises. Are you okay? Your back is covered in bruises. Oh, I try to be careful, stringing my words together cautiously so she doesn't close off. Is it recent? I don't know. I can't really keep track. My dad gets angry all the time. It was probably something stupid like letting my wet hair drip on the floor, or forgetting to arrange the plates in a certain way. Who knows? I bite my lip. Human has a violent father. As the eldest daughter in the family, she's been raised to shoulder the responsibilities of taking care of both the household chores and her younger brother. Ah, that sucks. She's the most hardworking, meticulous person I know, yet her father continues to find fault in her. That really sucks. My god, I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I'm just unlucky. Yeah, girl. Dang. Sometimes I wonder if I did something to deserve this. If I'm a bad daughter after all. Or not. Then what am I supposed to do for my family to be happy with me? It feels like there's an imaginary bar I'm trying to reach, but I don't know where or what it is. It's just incomprehensible to me. And now, David, I don't even know how it happened. It was as if something took over me, and I just. Oh, God. Am I just like my dad? Just as violent and senseless? That's not true, human. It was an accident. I know it is. You didn't want to hurt him. Yeah, I won't hurt David on purpose, right? After all, I love him. I wanted to marry him. Oh, my heart sinks. I've known this, but my gut wrenched with the disappointment. If I could marry him, we could get a house, I could move out. It felt like the only way I could escape, the only way my family would let me go. But now it's over. My dream is over, Sierra. I leave human to settle down in the room. Something draws me to the backyard again. The grave we made is still there, a fresh mound of dirt in the midst of a long overgrown grass. I think his body broken and buried beneath. I want him to rot. I want his flesh and skin to break apart, separate from bone, for the earth to consume him whole and leave nothing to ever touch her ever again. My head whips up at a sound, squinting at the trees. Lately, I'm reminded of the ritual Human and I had done as kids. How we had tied a red string to a tree, just like the one many here. Oh, creepy thing. Hello. Was Before I can get my sentence out, the figure disappears as suddenly and it had appeared. I'm left with my heart pounded by like a drum beat, limbs trembling and skin speckled with goosebumps. I quickly returned to the room. Human had changed into fresh clothes, but hadn't moved to dry off her hair. She stood motionless in a corner of the room, wet hair dripping into the floor. I grabbed a towel and approached her. Human? Human turns at the sound of my voice. She had stopped crying, but her eyes still looked glassy, eyes red rimmed and puffy. Despite looking in my direction, I wasn't sure if she was seeing me. I ignored that and pushed on. Come here, I'll help you dry off your hair. She doesn't move. I go to her instead. She doesn't protest when I take a hold of her hair, sandwiching it between a towel and rubbing the strands dry. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You didn't mean to. Did I really? Did I really not meant to? I pause. No, of course she didn't. The guilt is just eating away at her. I wish it would end already, but be done flowing out or whatever well of the conscience it came from. I wish we could move on and away from the shadow of him. My god, he just died. Lady, where's your empathy? Hello? He's dead for God's sake. Where is your empathy? My god. I wish I had done it instead. I won't look back. Dear God, this is unhealthy. This is toxic. Hey, Hoodles. It was an accident. That's all it was, human. Human falls silent again. Talk about how you graduated together. Where was where she was dating him. Talk about university. Um I think the fact that Sarah keeps bringing up na he's dead in her head, it might slip out. So let's steer clear of him for now. Do you remember when we graduated together? Secondary school? Yeah. It was first real taste of freedom, the first time in years I could spend months without worrying about either homework or exams. Both of us were 16, teenagers longing to eat our out or playing around and staying out late. We lusted for the autonomy that adulthood promised. I wanted to do everything all at once. It was exhilarating, especially so that with human by my side. You remember how we would split the McDonald's meal so we could save money? Or how we would walk around in a whole mall with a bubble tea, just window shopping? We were so carefree back then. You were. Even though it was mundane in hindsight, those times meant a lot to me. It was what I clung to after Human and I drifted apart. Do you think back about them too? Oh, that was when I dyed my hair for the first time. We finally didn't have an annoying school rule about hair and attire, so I itched to do something with it. I made you pick out the color for me. It's the same maroon shade I have right now. Even the color first came out. Human said it was so pretty on me. I had kept it since, religiously red dyeing my roots each time they grew out until it felt like it was my own hair. It's still the same color. It grew on me. God, going through our memories really feels like I'm pressing on a bruise shaped like a pathetic, fruitless crush. She is simping hard for this girl. She helped him bury a body. She was like, "Get over your boyfriend already. He's dead." I'm like, "My goodness, I've dyed my hair red because you said you liked the color once." Jesus. Back then, things felt almost perfect. I thought our relationship was heading in the right trajectory. That it was only a matter of time and I couldn't get the ending I wanted. That she'll say yes instead of pushing me away. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm going to lie down. Can you turn off the lights? Okay. Turn off the lights. Wait. Why am I waiting? What do I wait for? Turn off the lights. Hi. I feel something squeezing my chest, making it impossible to breathe. I think of a whispered ghost stories of urban legends of secrets muttered between two teenage girls. I think of Human and what happened when. Human and my boyfriend thought we slept over together. I see my bedroom in a familiar layout. Things have been shuffled around, nostalgic trinkets scattered around the room again. Human and I are teenagers, huddled on my bed, refusing to go to sleep, even though it was well past midnight. We had dished the class gathering earlier in the morning, in the day, cycling to my place nearby to hang out instead. What do you think they're doing now? Probably playing Truth or Dare or some stupid game. Human lets out a huff. Yeah, they'll probably try to pair me up with Weiji again if I was there. I threw Titans. This was around the time my life and I started to wonder if I liked girls. It was a secret I was desperate to hide. The thought of anyone finding out, especially my parents, left me deeply mortified. Still, despite my attempts to quell it, jealous tears were in my gut. Oh, do you like him? Human makes a face and I relax. No way. He thinks he's so good looking, but he's really just average. I can't stand him, actually. I wish I could see his reaction when you say that to his face. Human grins lazily, nuzzling her face into the pillow. Maybe I should surprise him for graduation. Give him that inflated ego a good kick. We giggle some more. I feel dizzy with joy, gloriously relieved that we were on the same side, that human doesn't like him after all. This is bordering on creepy. I'm sorry. I don't really want to sleep yet. Sarah, should we play a game too? What game? I blink, shuffling closer. Truth or dare? Sure. Okay, truth or dare? Truth. Have you ever had a crush on someone? Oh, I hadn't expected her to ask something like that. So cliche and embarrassing, yet drawn so confidently from her lips. I suppose she won't know who if I answered honestly. Yeah, human smiles. Now you ask me. Truth or dare? Truth. I am a petty, immature teenager. A question had flustered me, so I wanted to turn the tables back on her. Have you ever kissed someone? There's a slightest hint of blush in Human's cheeks, but she answered without wavering. Yes, at once, off the campus. My breath still. I hate that, as even though I knew the answer would feel like a truck running me over. My stupid, sensitive heart hurt. I wanted to cry and end the game. Now it's her turn again. Truth or dare? I stared at her, blinking slowly. Suddenly, I'm tired of honesty. My heart had feels raw, bleeding on my sleeve, just for a few questions. There, whatever. I dare you to kiss me. My eyes go wide. What? You haven't kissed anyone before, right? No, I haven't. It's really nothing much, Shira. No, no, it's really nothing much. I feel like I'm going to die. Here I am with an embarrassing crush on a girl who's going to kiss me, but she thinks it's nothing much. Human inches closer. I closed my eyes, nerves keeping me frozen in place. Grrr. She placed her lips onto mine. A small chase, barely their kiss. I hadn't forgotten how it felt, but I'm immense in this memory that it came back to me. It's almost cruel how vivid it is. Ah, creepy. In the corner of my vision, I see a shape behind a curtain. That's when I knew that this memory is returning, like this is her. Spirit of a banana tree. The demon I made my wish to. It is a cruel way of dangling what I want so badly before my eyes. Because despite human kissing me that night, it was nothing more than just a meaningless act. Years later, after I grew to accept my sexuality and plucked up the courage to tell her how I felt, she rejected me. I tried to date you, but I think that would just that I think that in the end I'll probably end up with a guy, so I don't want to waste your time. Oh, so she did tell her. Okay, she won't even give me a chance. She didn't think we'd have an ending together. I get it, I really do. But as much as I've resigned to it, having this memory dragged up from the depths and made afresh once more, I just want her to all over again. I see the bedroom again. I'm back at the chalet. My body feels prickly with phantom sensations. My chest feels tight with emotion. The weight of it is so heavy that I feel nauseated, ready to bend over and throw up on the floor. Human is lying in the bed motionless. Do you remember the ritual we did when we were younger? You wanted to make us you wanted us to make a wish together, but I wished for something else. Maybe that's why it didn't come true. Maybe that's why we didn't stay best friends like we had hoped for. Because I don't want to be friends. I want you. And today I know, I always will, that I will run human side without a single seed of doubt, that I will lie and kill and bury for her. Even if she said not to waste my time on her, I will chase the imprint of her kiss forever. I will feed the piece of my dream in her force my pleas, and promise past her lips, even if I know she will always spit them back out. I know that I've known for that for years, and still, dream does not die. Human opens her eyes. I see the shadow from the backyard, the window, and the who twists my gut in ways both nauseating and intoxicated. I see the red thread tied to her, myself to her, the way she followed me through the forest, through the dark, through the years of turbulent life. Of course, this was the only way it could happen for me. Show me. She reaches up, cup in my face and her head. Show me that you want me. I'm waiting. My God! I don't care that this feels wrong. I'm long past that, so I let her drag me down and kiss her. Her lips are sweet, but as she opens her mouth to invite me, the taste on my tongue turns sour, just like rotten flesh. It should repulse me, but something about it feels intoxicating. I move to straddle her, wanting to be closer. I imagine our bodies as broken puzzle pieces forced together by a wish, bruising where we meet. If it hurts enough, maybe we can be molded into the shape of each other. I run my hands along her stomach. She moans a softly haunting sound. It stripped me naked, desire rising in my gut like bile. I push my fingers under her blouse, unearthing more and more bruises. Red, purple, and blue. The sum of her wounds mapped out beneath my hand. She's beautiful. I don't care if this ruins me. I don't care if the pressure crushes my organs, or if my hearts are spilled from my lips and never to return. I don't care if she takes me apart and never puts me back together. I'll gladly swallow a tide of her making. Sarah, she curls her arms around my neck, pulling her close, her lips pressed against my throat. Do you know the price of your wish? I know she speaks against my skin, but I hear her voice inside my head, deep and guttural, like an inhuman growl. Suddenly, her nails grow sharp against my skin, scraping against my pulse. My body goes cold. I swallow. She must taste my fear through my throat. She must know that as much as I am afraid, I will not run. I feel her lips pull tight into a smile, all teeth against the jugular of my neck. Oh, it's you. Close my eyes. I hope my body is warm against her lips. I hope my heart is as black as it feels. And I hope that when she's done with me, that she will drag me straight to hell. Doesn't matter if it's a bad ending, as long as it's one that I can share with her. Dang! Love! Wow! My gosh. Can we wait? Can we they said that there's two endings to this. Yeah, these are preferences. These are galleries. There's more here. Yeah, let's try to get some different endings. Is there a way to load? There is a way to load. I'm glad it auto saves. Human and her boyfriend fought. She said they had a fight. I see the room before me again, furniture in disarray, the broken glass strewn over the floor. I can hear humans sniffling, holding back tears. David is gritting his teeth. I thought we wanted to get engaged because you left me. Babe, I do. Then why are you treating applying for a BDO flat together like a business transaction? It's supposed to be our home, not an investment. You're being unreasonable. How can you ask me to pay more for the down payment just because I earn a little more than you? Okay, a little like known fact. If you are earning more, you should be paying more because it's not fair if you're doing a 50-50 split with your partner. If your partner is not earning as much as you are, you'd still have savings, but your partner will be scrambling to, have savings. It's not fair to your partner. It's entirely dependent on who earns more and who earns less, but it's still an equal partnership. Yeah, it's a matter of like, talking it out with your partner and being honest and not hiding how you about your salaries and about your financial situation. That being said, if you are not comfortable with like paying for more if you earn more as a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that just says that you're not ready for a mature relationship. I'm just saying, as somebody right now in a relationship who is earning more, I am well aware that I have to pay more for our dates. Or for like the house or for like the condo. And that's okay because I take care of you, he takes care of me. And in different ways. It's not just like financially. It's also like emotionally. It's also like how, who cooks more in the house, who cleans more in the house. If I'm doing it all, I might as well be living alone. But I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it all by myself, right? Anyways, I just wanted to like lecture people on that. Otherwise, you're just taking advantage of me. But David, I have almost no exactly. She has no savings. So why would you make her pay 50-50 if you know that you earn more? I pay for my family's bills and whatever expenses they suddenly throw at me. I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I'm just asking for your help. So you think I have no responsibilities or that I'm made of money just because I paid for our excuse me, I burped Bali trip. I'm sorry. I got mad at the fact that some couples legitimately think it's supposed to be like 50-50. No, you have to take into account like who earns more, who has the responsibilities, who has other responsibilities. If you are aware that you can pay for a trip, and your girlfriend can't, then it just goes to show that you are in a more comfortable situation than she is. Just because I paid for our Bali trip last year? No, I'm not saying that. I treat you so well, but you're just complacent now. You're planning to use me to pay for our flat just so you can move out. It's not it. If you wanted a house on your own so bad, you should have worked harder. So again, it's different for everyone. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad. So you can afford the down payment instead of relying on a guy. Girls are all like this. You can save no money, but then go shopping and spend it all on frivolous stuff. I didn't. Stop making excuses. I'm sick of you crying about everything. Do something instead of relying on me. Then David grabs her. No, don't hurt her. Human gas bruises blooming under her tight hold. No, David, please. He flings her to the furniture, human crying out as she crashes, rolls over the floor with a dull thud. Did you really love me? Or were you just using me? See, okay. This is not justified. Alright? I think a lot of people usually use the excuse of anger. Like, I'm sorry, I got angry. That's why I screamed at you. That's why I hit you, stuff like that. Anger is a good motivator, but it depends on how you use it for motivation. Okay? So hitting somebody is not a good excuse. It's never an excuse to hit somebody. Okay? And, like anger is not a good excuse for hitting anybody. There's no excuse for hitting anybody. Basically, that's what I'm saying. When I say anger is a good motivator, I mean like if you're angry, you should be. You if you're angry at your partner, you should be motivated to talk about it in a civil manner. You shouldn't be using it as a reason to hit somebody. You shouldn't be using it as a reason to humiliate somebody. It's yes. I'm just giving a lecture now, or just using me. David, I love you. I really do. She's on her hands and knees, reeling it from the blow. David approaches her. Stop fucking lying. He grabs Human again, jerks her head to look at him. Betrayal burns in her eyes. She knows the violence too well. Anger boils in my blood. How dare he do this to her? I want to reach into my memory, break his arm, and bruise him. Even if all I have are my bare teeth and fingernails, I'll tear his skin apart, make him bleed. My body grows hot, like a fire is rising my gut. Darkness spots over my vision, and something tugs at my limbs. Her. The spirit in the banana tree. The demon I told my wish to. Then I am nails digging into my skin. Scratches, blood trailing where I dream of revenge. This is Human's body. But she's a vessel for my wish, and I wish to hurt him, tear him apart, ruin him. David fights back. Bruises, blood blooming. There, where we crashed into each other, frustration bubbles up in my chest. It's unfair how strong he is. It's unfair how easily he can get his way. It's unfair how he gets to be him. I stare at him, watching the blood trail down his face. Must mirror what he's done to her. I want what you have, I started to say. I don't care anymore. I don't know if he hears me. The words in my head screaming, but in my mouth doesn't move to form them. Then I hear her whispering, "Take it. Kill him, so you can take it." A new strength seeps into my arms, something so intense that almost sends me reeling off balance. I step towards and shove him with all of it. David crashes into the table, the top shattered, glass scattering all over the floor. This body slumps into the side, the blood pooling on the floor, a deep, deep red. This is how it happened. I see the bedroom again. I'm back at the chalet. My body feels prickly with a phantom sensation. My chest feels tight with emotions. The weight is so heavy that I feel nauseated, ready to bend over and throw up on the floor. Human is lying on the bed, her body turned away from me. Her shoulders had shaken as she pressed her face into the pillows and cried. I'm sorry, David. I'm so sorry. Human. I put my hand on her shoulders. Do you want to comfort? Do I want to comfort her, or do I just want her to stop saying his name? I don't know how it happened. Stop it already. It's already over. He's dead. I wish for it. I don't regret it. So stop dwelling on it. Look at me. Look at me, please. Come back, Estelle. I pull away. My stomach drops like a stone in the ocean. This must be the cruelest joke of all. I'm sure David is laughing in his grave. All this, and I'm still not enough. Deep in my gut, I feel a gnawing pain. It's familiar, something I've known for years. It's the feeling when I see his arms around her, waist in their photos, when she addressed him, and his touches his cheek, and Humans picks him over and over and over again. I want her to be mine. I want her to be mine. I dreamt of a slow but sweet romance. I dreamt of Human, the fearless girl who didn't care what anyone else thought, leading me into it. And me, the introverted girl who struggled to even express a single opinion of my own, gladly following all along. Hmm. This is bad. Okay. And nothing happens. And all I have is this pathetic, twisted wish. Slowly, I began to hear the hissing in my head. It starts soft, like wind pushing past the curtains. Then it grows louder, raspy voice in a harsh, familiar tongue. Her. Her whisper so cruel, a finger, a thought, thread, tugging on my fate. I'm back outside, looking in the backyard where we buried him. A harsh breeze cut through the forest, raising goosebumps across my skin. Sorry, I had to drink. A grave that we had dug for him. He's right here. My mind supplies. Boy I wanted to become. My gut strings. My gut stings painful with all that. I want, but I'm still missing. For the first time, I have a name for it. Hunger. Hungry! I drop to my knees and I start digging. My thoughts in my head begin to cease, replaced by repetitive scrapes of the earth against my hands. Then I hit his flesh. Hey! Wait, how did that happen? How did his eyes sunk in? Okay, as a mortician, we're just going on different lectures of things that I'm interested in. As a mortician, this shouldn't happen immediately unless there's a lot of like factors in the woods. It's less likely for him to know. He just recently died. That's the thing. It's not. It has not been. I don't think it's been like a full 5 hours or 6 hours or 8 hours for that matter. He should still have his eyes intact, or that could be dirt, which that's also a possibility. I'm just saying, like, like this is way too. It looks way too decayed for it to be like that. Maybe it's just for effects. Here he is, his boyish jaw, Adam's apple, and broad shoulders rotted away. Even though he hurt her, even though he take what you want. The voice is in a tongue I shouldn't recognize, but I know what it says. After all, it's been in my head for a while. A demon or a devil, it doesn't matter. She's the one who hurt me all those years ago. She's the one who knows how bad I've wanted this. Wear his skin and wish your wish can come true. The hollow ache in my stomach is all consuming, something that threatens to eat me up from the inside out. Oh my god. No. I reach forward, sinking my hands into the flesh. It breaks easily under my fingers. Blood slicks over my fingers, smearing over my hands. I think about how I am taking him apart. I think about how I am breaking his boyish features, his easy charm, and whatever human love down in its elements again. Now I can build myself anew with it. I bring my hands to my lips. He is bitter and sweet, something I hate, something she loved. I chew. Flesh breaks against my teeth, tearing it apart. Blood runs that over my tongue, down my lips and my throat. For the first time, the gnawing pit in my stomach has settled. She can love me now. I feel relieved, even though the rotted in my mouth makes me want to heal. Sarah? My head whips around. I see a human by the door, a phone cradled careful in her hands. She looks terrified. What are you doing? I hear sirens in the distance, red and blue light flashing in the night. I wanted you to be mine, but you won't even look at me, not even after I killed him. I wanted it to be him. It was the only way. No, no, God. It was all I ever wished for all those years ago. Sirens are closer now, but it's okay. I have all I ever wanted now. Her voice has gone quiet for a while, too. I began to wonder if maybe there was really no malevolent spirit or demon. Was it just me? I be- Is it just me who ruined human and her dream? Me, whose jealous heart set us on the trajectory towards hell. It's a hell I'll gladly accept. Envy. Oh, okay. Wow, he's Jesus Christ, lady, you need therapy. All right, that was our bad ending. My goodness, I'm so glad I did this during the day because I feel like the weird noises would have me like looking around. It's like, what did I hear? Like, what was that? Any hoodles. That's the last day of the Buwan Ng Wika celebration. So our bad ending was made by Fever Fiction. If you didn't know, our Fever Fiction is made. Fever Fiction is where is Malis? Okay, Fever Fiction, or otherwise known as Seth's Awe, is an artist and creator from Singapore. Since falling in love with fiction, they have been drawing and making up their own stories. Their works include Sixth Sense, a supernatural mystery comic, and very short form comics. So, ang Fever Fiction ay, or kilalang bilang si Seth Awe, ay isang artist at creator mula sa Singapore. Simula nang mahilig sila sa fiction, nagsimula silang mag-drawing at gumawa ng sarili nilang kwento. Kabilang sa kanilang mga gawa ay ang Sixth Sense, isang supernatural mystery comic, pati na rin ang iba't ibang short form comics. So, if you want to check them out, they are on Steam. Search for Our Bad Ending. And we will be rating somebody. This is just going to be a quick little stream for Sunday. Yippee! Let's see who's online. Let's see who's online first. I'm sweaty. There is no one online. Alright, it's okay. I think we last rated somebody that we already knew. So why don't we rate somebody who is more... Oh, okay. Kuro is doing art. So we'll be rating Kuro Tomera. If you are not sub, that is perfectly fine. Here is your raid message. If you are sub, here is your sub raid message. I will be seeing you guys on the next one. I love you all. Probably around September because this is the last one and I don't stream this much around in general. So the next stream will probably be on September or onwards. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go raid somebody. Let's go raid Tomura. Doing art right now. Following. Where is Kuro Tomura? There you go. Be sure to go say hi. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Yippee. I love you. Mwah.